Hello friends, how are you? I've missed you. I know it might look like it's my morning routine, but it is 3:40 in the afternoon. Today has gotten away from me. Oh man. But I have been dying to get back to filming and I just couldn't wait anymore. My family's been gone about a week now, so I haven't filmed in, it's probably been over a month, or just about a month. Yeah, crazy. I'm like, oh, feels good to be back. I had a great Alaskan staycation with my family. It was definitely kind of a whirlwind. It was like my family arrived, we stayed here a few days, went out of town a few days, stayed here a few days, went out of town a few days, stayed here a few days, they left, and then I went out of town for a couple of days. And then it's been, let's see, today's Saturday, I went out of town Monday and Tuesday, so I've been home for a few days now. So, yeah, 4 weeks of just craziness, right? And the last week I've been doing everything I can to try to get back on track. But I don't know, things just don't snap back that easily for me. I don't know about any of you, but especially because this was like a 3-week excursion of just having a ton of family around for my daughter's graduation. Just, yeah, insane. I mean, I can't believe it. My youngest daughter just graduated college. Where does the time go? Like, insane. So now life, trying to get back to normal. Got my husband at work, got my daughter at work, and actually my middle daughter also came back to stay for the summer, so she's also at work. So I've got my 2 daughters, my husband. I've got a full house again. So much for being empty nested. We did enjoy it while it lasted. But yeah, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start here. Let's see, just today I'd actually intended on filming a little bit earlier. I just started my day like kind of the normal way, get up in the morning. I read my book for a little while this morning, and then because it's the weekend, the phone calls start. So I got on the phone with my oldest daughter and I think we chatted for about 4 hours. In between, my middle daughter called me and I talked to her for a little bit. So much conversation. And my oldest daughter, I hadn't actually really seen her in probably a little over a week, so we just, had quite a bit to catch up on. But yeah, so most of my day went to just hanging out on the phone with my family this morning. So I have just not really, just everything has just been so much. I haven't gotten back to a regular routine. So I haven't even started back walking yet again, even though my family's been gone for like a week. Yeah, so I did get the treadmill back out though, so it's ready to go when I am. I thought I was going to get to it today, but I don't know. I guess I could have did it while I was on the phone with her, but I just didn't, and I don't know. I don't know where my head is right now. My head's kind of all loopy. But it's time. It's, even though it's late in the afternoon and I probably got to get dinner started here in about the next hour, which is, I'm trying to make it easy for myself, sort of. We're doing soup and salad, which does mean I do have to prep some veggies, but other than that, just trying to keep it light and easy. The hard part's been for me is I'm used to cooking for just me and my husband. So normally when I prep stuff like soup and salad, that will last, 2, 3, 4 days sometimes. And then I'm not having to cook all the time. Well, with having 4 people in the house, I'm barely making it so we all can have one dinner and then they can have lunches for the next day. I don't know. I need to figure it out, get it together. But I've been struggling with that, so. It started with just while my family was here, there was so much food in the house. I just couldn't even think straight. And I've always had like a lot of food in my house. But I think just through this, trying to tighten up my health journey, even though we stock a lot of food, like we don't usually have a lot of food I don't know. It's just weird. It was very overwhelming with the amount of food. I think I videoed, like, here, I'll show you. Here, when everybody left, there was just what the aftermath of what was left behind. It was just at the very end of the 3 weeks. It was just insane. On the big counter, there was just massive amounts of alcohol, juice, and soda bottles, and then there was like chips and cookies, and I don't even just know. Like, there was just stuff everywhere. My refrigerator was just filled, just packed tight. It was packed so tight when I actually did need to go to the store to buy like fresh produce after everyone left. I didn't even know where I was going to put it. There was just, my fridge was so packed I couldn't even get more food into it. So that was like the whole last week. I've just been kind of trying to rotate and turn that over so that I can get all the junk out and restock my pantry and my refrigerator with all the stuff I normally would purchase. So I did I was going to do a shopping haul for you guys, but just the whole mishmash of like how I was trying to get the fridge undone and get new stuff in the fridge, and it just kind of was a lot. So right now we'll just do a grocery haul, like maybe at another video a couple weeks from now. But in the meantime, I did buy a bunch of salad stuff yesterday, and all that, of course, includes stuff to making soup is super easy. Just have some veggies to put in a soup, right? And add some protein and stuff. But so soup is easy. Got all the stuff for my salad, and got all the stuff to make birria tacos, like maybe tomorrow. That also took and it took me like 2 sessions to go to the store because I just didn't really have it all figured out. This like how my brain is like kind of being all wonky right now. I'm on cycle day 15, and so I think my hormones are starting to like give a little crash here, so my brain is kind of like woo woo. So we've been fasting a lot though this last, since I got back from Anchorage. So I've been fasting about 16 to 17 hours every day, so that's been wonderful. Feels really good to get back to intermittent fasting. And I did start to try to intermittent fast a little bit before I went to Anchorage this last time when my parents were still kind of here, is when I started trying to get back into intermittent fasting. Because my parents are all about the 3 meals a day. Like, you get up, you have breakfast, and then 4 or 5 hours later you have lunch, and then 4 or 5 hours later you have dinner, kind of thing. So so there was a lot of eating all the time, so it was really hard. A lot of the times I think me and Justin would try to just do we'd just do breakfast, and then we'd kind of get away with not really having a real lunch, and then we would just have dinner, or we would skip kind of breakfast and we'd do like a brunch and we do like a brunch situation where we would share a meal and then we would have dinner later. So we did try to keep things in check, especially because we weren't really eating like super healthy. We were eating out a lot, and so it was like a lot of hamburgers, french fries, sandwiches, pizzas, takeout, like not takeout, but like breakfast foods and dinners, pastas, things like that. So it's just a lot of food all the time. And then of course, we're drinking because we're on vacation, because we're on staycation. Not vacation, we were on staycation. But so then there was some drinking, and so it was just like my dad's a winemaker, so he always brings a ton of wine, and so there was like all these different kinds of little wine things that he had brought, and I think he had made some homemade grappa. So he brought his homemade grappa for us to try, and so like there was just all kinds of different samples going on all the time. The last week they were there after my sister had left, and after all the graduation festivities were over, kind of started trying to get back into my intermittent fasting because I had started my cycle. So now I'm halfway into my cycle and still going good with that. We've got about, I do 16, 17, 18. I got 4 more days of intermittent fasting, and then I cut my intermittent fasting off, and I'm going to not fast starting on day 20 of my cycle. But in the meantime, I did fast today. I think today actually I only got 15 hours. I was like a little hungry this morning when I got up. But, you know, it happens. Man, I am rambling because I have missed you guys. Oh my gosh. Just like so much. But, you know, it's time to get back to work as usual. So this week I've been catching up on computer work. And I'm so excited. There is just so much on my plate right now. I mean, I loved having my parents here, but I was really excited for them to go also, so I could just dig in to all the things that are going to be happening this summer. So I've got a lot on my plate, so I'm going to like basically live in this room probably most of the time. And yeah, so we are going to be seeing me in here a lot. Also, we're going to be in the kitchen though, cooking because, you know, we want to eat. And yeah, I'm a foodie. We're going to be doing some new recipes, trying out some new food styles. Definitely still going to go into, I'm going to go into this 4th year on YouTube, like pushing my nutrition limits, like I guess my nutrition habits. I'm going to be pushing myself to really, really fine tune my nutritional habits this year. So that's probably my biggest challenge for myself. Fortunately, my husband, of course, is always on board to fine tune our nutritional habits. And now I also have a new partner who is jumping in with intermittent fasting with cycling. And that is my daughter, Hunter. And she is currently working a summer job, which will have her working a lot of hours. So she's probably not going to be in my videos as much as I would like her to be up front, but she is allowing me to share her journey with you. And she has been diagnosed with PCOS. And so she is going to join me in my health journey, going through perimenopause, has a lot of the same symptoms really. And because they're not really things you can take medications for, so they're really lifestyle changes. So we are working together to help each other make those lifestyle changes. And then of course I have my middle daughter here, and she's not anti like doing any of it, but she's just kind of like, yeah, whatever you guys are doing, you know, like just kind of put me in with whatever you're doing. Like she'll eat whatever we eat, you know, not a big deal. She's not like, oh, I'm not going to eat your health food kind of person. Like she loves it too. She's a foodie. She loves to eat healthy, and but she's working 2 jobs, so she probably really won't be here much either. And honestly, I don't even know how much my middle daughter would be really comfortable being on camera anyways. She doesn't ever really seem to be that comfortable around it. So I try to not video when she's around. And if I am filming, then I try to tell her, hey, you need to like, I'm filming. So she'll be like, oh, okay. But my youngest daughter, she will be making more appearances in future videos as she is starting her journey with this functional nutrition and fasting method that we're incorporating into our lives. Let's just see how this goes. We're going to try to fine tune our nutrition here. So I'm excited about that, but it's going to be a lot of work. And it's a lot of work because now I'm not only just trying to plan my own food for my health, and now I'm also trying to help my daughter with hers. And being that she's working so much, she is trying to learn this stuff, but she doesn't have a lot of time to do it for herself. So I'm kind of like still being very motherly and doing it kind of for her. I'm like, okay, this is where you're at in your cycle. This is what you're going to eat. So she's kind of like going to just try to get the gist of it as we go through the next few months while she's working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yeah, lucky her. Actually, I think she works more like 10 to 11 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it feels like 12 because it's like she leaves at like 6 in the morning and then she gets home at 6 at night. So But I'm gonna get to work because I have to make dinner in about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm so excited. I gotta work on this stuff because I can't wait to share it with you. So we will be rolling out some new things here in the next 2 to 3 months or sooner, maybe in the next 2 to 3 weeks. We might get some hints. So, all right, I'll be back in a little bit and we'll make dinner together. Let's turn the computer on, huh? All right, ready to start dinner now. Got my tortilla chips and some salsa. I think I'm gonna have a snack. Took me a while. I could not figure out what kind of a soup I wanted to make. I was just gonna make like a plain. Well, it was sealed, but there's all this dry, crusty stuff on top. So, should I just wipe it off and dump some of that top stuff out? There wasn't a lot of dry, crusty stuff, but it's definitely like, kind of like if, you know, if it had been opened already and some of it dried on top, but it hadn't been opened already, which is why I'm like a little weirded out by it. What is going on here? I'm gonna pour some out off the top. Maybe that's why they overfilled it when they were canning it. Looks a little better. I was thinking about getting an avocado to put in there too, because my avocados are super ripe. Snack time. Yum. These are my new favorite chips. They're the Siete grain-free tortilla chips. They're made with cassava flour. Delicious. I mean, you don't even know they're not a tortilla chip. So good. I'm hungry. All right. Oh man, seriously though, I can't stop. So dinner's gonna be a little bit late. It's already almost 5:30, but it's soup, so it shouldn't take that long. Hour tops. And that's just to simmer it, right, to get all the flavors. Those chips are great for like a nice soft dip, like a salsa or something really soft. But if you had a firm dip, they would just crumble because they're so delicate. Let's do the veggies that have to go first, which is the onion and carrots. And I already have celery chopped up in the freezer, so I'm just gonna use my freezer celery. Let's see, how many carrots should we do? Like three? Three nice big ones. There's a really nice big one, look at that. And we'll save that for salad. I think I ate breakfast too early. It was like, I think 11 when I ate breakfast, or 11:30. And then no snacks or nothing in between. I know it's 5:30, no wonder I'm hungry. It's been 6 hours. And my breakfast was pretty simple. Couple of eggs, couple pieces of turkey bacon, and some leftover potatoes from dinner last night, and that was pretty much it. Kind of a small breakfast for me. I guess I thought I was gonna eat sooner. I don't know. Got my pot warming up. Hope I can chop these fast enough. And because I hadn't planned out what I was making, I hadn't thawed the meat out, so I got that thawing out right now too. It's in some water in the sink. So I might not get to the salad tonight, and if I don't, that's fine. I'll just prep it tomorrow and we can have it on Monday. We'll be fine. Maybe there will be some soup left over. I'm gonna try to make like a really big pot of soup so that I can have a lot left over. Cause I mean, I would like to have some for lunches too, you know? that would be nice if I could have some soup for lunch too. But we'll see. I mean, this soup, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty delicious. So kind of perfected my minestrone soup. So I think it's pretty perfected anyways. I mean, granted, I don't measure things, so every time I make it, I'm sure the measurements are a little bit different. But onion's getting to me. Whew. Oh, onion's getting to me. This is a strong onion. And, all right. Oh. Let's go to the sink. Let's go over to the pot and put our veggies in. All right, let's see. Got my avocado oil. We're just gonna not measure, just drizzle. Then we got our carrots and onion that are going in there. And then my bag of celery. I'm not gonna put all of this in there, but I'll put a good amount. I'm just gonna dump it. I like to season along the way, so I'm actually going to salt and pepper. All right, we're gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes. All right, another chip bite. Something else that needs to go in it though is some garlic. I don't know how to break a head open. Do you know how to break a head open? I never do this. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. I just know I need some of these. Oh, I'm gonna use these really big cloves on the outside for my dinner tomorrow. Because I gotta roast those. So I'll use some of the inner. Gosh darn it. There we go. I cracked the top. Hopefully that helps. Oh, there we go. Oh, now they're coming out. Justin actually should be here anytime. Almost threw a clove away. Maybe we'll take this other big one right here. We'll do 6 good size ones for my soup tomorrow. All right. I don't know if I cracked it or not. Might be crushing these a little bit too much. Let's see if I can peel them easy. Whew. Gotta hurry up and get these in there. Because after the garlic goes in, then I can put the meat in. My gosh, this is not coming off easy. There it goes. Oh. Fun times in the garlic factory. So, my easy ways to get veggies in with lots of protein, with lots of fiber, feed a crowd, have leftovers, soups and salads. Love it. The other day we did my favorite way to get back on track, and that is the salad bar with salmon. And then I wanted to do like salad with the soup tonight, but like I said, that's not gonna happen. Cause yeah, not tonight anyways. I'm not feeling like prepping it tonight. But the soup will be plenty for dinner. And tomorrow is taco night. I know it's Memorial Weekend. And like people like do barbecues and things like that, but I'm here by myself. And Yeah, I don't know. I thought about maybe barbecuing, but I'd have to go to the store and get food to barbecue. Like, maybe I'll barbecue. Probably not, though. I'm thinking Monday will be leftovers and probably salad, because the salad will be ready by then. Whew. Salsa break. Oh, see, the chip already broke right in the salsa. I'm just gonna slice these up. I think I have like 8 cloves here. They're like kind of like medium size. They're not super small, but they're not big ones either. There he is, the husband. That is a huge pile of garlic. That's probably about 1/3 cup of garlic. Hi.
Hello?
How are you?
What's happening?
Filming, eating chips, cutting veggies. You can go add this.
Did you make minestrone?
I am making minestrone.
Nice.
I am. I couldn't decide all afternoon what soup I wanted to make. And then I just got real hungry and it hit me. Alright, I took this off the heat because we gotta get this meat in here, and the meat's not completely thawed. But we're gonna put it in there anyways. Whew, okay. So for this one, I'm just using some ground turkey that's flavored, it's got seasoned with Italian seasoning already. And I'm gonna put some mild Italian sausage in it. Also, these are link sausage, but I'm gonna take the casing off, I think, if I can. Here. Just cut that casing right open and plop it in there. Put this back on the heat and let that turkey kind of, oh man, that turkey is really frozen still. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna let this just kind of melt a little bit. So I'll put the lid on it. Let that thaw for maybe like 10 minutes on a lower heat. That way the garlic doesn't burn. Let's start with our seasonings. I got some sage. I never measure, I just eyeball everything all the time. Oregano, thyme. Ooh, we're gonna go with some crushed red pepper. I don't put too much because I don't want to make it too spicy, but a little pinch, a little bit. Onion powder and garlic powder. Even though I already put onion and garlic in it, we're adding more. We got a can of diced tomatoes and a can of tomato sauce. There. Can of tomato sauce. And add a little more salt and pepper. Alright, now we're going to add some, I usually use our homemade, but my mom bought some of this and left it here, so I'm going to use this Pacific organic bone broth. It's chicken. So I'm going to use, there was I think 3/4 of this carton, and I have a whole nother carton, so I'm going to use both of those. Actually, before I add that one, I have a can of white beans I'm going to add. Add the other broth here. Alright. Let's do some bay leaf. Get a couple of decent sized ones. Here, I got a baby and a medium. We'll do those two. That'll be good. I'm gonna bring this to a simmer and just let it kind of come together for a little bit. had to add a little water because it did end up being a little bit salty. So hopefully that will tame it down a bit. I'm not adding pasta, I'm gonna add cabbage. So this is a half a head of cabbage. Oh, and that's really full. After the cabbage cooks down a bit, I'm gonna add some parsley. And then it will be done and we can eat. All right, dinner is ready. Here's the bowl. I'm gonna add a little Parmesan cheese. Cause yum. And then I'm gonna have a bite and sit down and relax and enjoy the rest of my evening with my family. This is still super hot and I put this in the bowl about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so ago. And it doesn't even need the pasta. Delicious. I'm gonna go eat. Family, come get your food. Go light on the Parmesan because I made it a little bit salty. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. Got my beans. I am out of homemade cooked beans. So fortunately, had some white beans in there. I actually have 1 can of black beans that's this size, but that's for my dinner tonight. So I use white beans for breakfast. I have not really planned out my breakfast. Usually I would have stuff prepared, or I mean, most of the time I try to have stuff prepared, especially for days like today when I'm seriously hungry. Fasted 15 hours, ate a little bit later than I thought I would last night. So I don't really feel like waiting longer to eat, and I need to get dinner going as well. So I want to eat breakfast, get dinner going, because dinner has to cook all day. Or all afternoon anyways. We're gonna start by heating up the beans. I'm pretty hungry and I already know, like, I'm gonna eat now. It's 10:30 right now, so by the time I eat it'll be 11. And I probably won't eat again until dinner time. This time I am gonna have dinner done by 6 because I told everybody I would have dinner ready at a reasonable time. Yeah, last night dinner wasn't ready till 7, so that was eating a little bit later than I wanted to eat. We're gonna have eggs, turkey bacon, and some avocado with probably a quesadilla. And it's Sunday, so I thought I would make my family a really nice, yummy meal. I'm gonna make birria, and we're gonna make those into queso tacos. So yeah, that will be it's kind of a big project. Last time I did it, I was really only making it for me and my husband, and it was kind of a lot of work for that. So now I'm making it for 4 people. So I want to make sure I start frying the tacos early enough. It'll probably take me about an hour to get all of them done, because I'm thinking I'll need to have about 16 tacos done, because, you know, maybe not that much. Maybe like only 12 tacos will be enough, but just in case, like if they want to have a little leftover or something, maybe for lunch tomorrow. And then I'm making a Mexican street corn salad also, which I have not made in forever. So I'm kind of winging it because, yeah. And I've never put beans in it, I don't think, whenever I've made it. So tonight I'm going to put beans in it just to kind of add a little bit more fiber to the dinner. And I want to, usually I would buy like regular corn on the cob and like grill it on the grill. But I just bought a big bag of organic frozen corn, so I'm just gonna lay it out on a baking sheet and put it in the broiler and try to toast it that way and see if that works. So wish me luck, because I've never done that before. Yeah, so I'm excited. Gotta get the meat cooking this morning though, but I want to eat breakfast first. Then we'll get started on the chiles and the sauce and browning the meat and all that stuff. I kind of am new at this. I've only made it once before. So I kind of took a couple of different 3 or 4, like 2 or 3 different styles and recipes of making it, and I kind of just mishmash it together and just kind of make my own. So I mean, you know, I don't really measure ingredients or anything, but this time I kind of take a few different people's recipes and like I use their measurements for stuff and still just kind of eyeball it. So I don't know, with cooking, it's kind of all in, you got to know your family's taste buds, your taste buds, and just cook for, you know, what you like. So if you find a recipe that you like and you don't like the seasonings that are in it, but you still want to make it, change it up a little bit, remove the seasonings, add seasonings you like. Just, that's what I do. So, or just use what you have on hand. So some of the recipes specifically call for like using specific chilies, and I have several different kinds of chilies, but yeah, so I don't know if I have enough of the ones they were using, so I'll just use what I have. And we'll mix it up, and the flavors will come out different depending on what chilies I'm using. So, but I'm okay with that because I like all the chilies, so they're all delicious. All the ones that I have anyways. I'm excited though. Sorry, rambling. I'm hungry. Let me get my bacon going. I think my beans are starting to get warm. Can you just tell that I missed you and I just want to talk and talk and talk and talk? But yeah, so I have, gosh, I woke up late today. I've been just trying to get back in the routine of stuff. I haven't been really, I've been trying to get better about taking my vitamins and stuff. So my sleep schedule's been off. My vitamin schedule's been off. Like my eating schedule's been off. But this whole last week I've been trying to pull it back together. And so my sleep is still really wonky. My husband's work hours changed, and my middle daughter goes to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then my youngest daughter gets up at 5 in the morning because she likes to write before she goes to work. So she gets up at 5 in the morning to write, and then my husband's alarm is actually going off at 4:45 in the morning because he needs to leave about 5:45 in the morning to go to work. Now he's going to work earlier. So everybody's kind of got this really early schedule. So it's really disrupting my sleep schedule and I can't get to sleep. Like they don't want me to go to sleep at 8 o'clock in the evening so I can get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm ending up staying up till like normal bedtime. Like I think we normally lay down around 9:30. Which is probably late for my husband. I don't know why he doesn't want to lay down earlier, but ooh, better take that off now. I don't know. Anyways, my sleep schedule's all wonky because I'm going to bed a little on the later side for waking up at 4 in the morning every day. So at 4 in the morning I wake up, whether it's, I think it's that I hear the door close, the front door close in the morning, so I think that wakes me up because we sleep with our window open and our window is right by the front door. So I wake up when she leaves for work, and then by the time I'm starting to relax and go back to sleep, my husband's alarm is going off. Then I'm hearing my daughter get up, and then my husband's alarm's still going off, and then he gets up. And next thing I know, I'm not falling asleep until 6 o'clock, and I probably should have just tried to get up at 4 or 5 or whatever. I don't know. So I fell back asleep this morning, and then I didn't get up until a little after 8. So that's basically been this whole last week. I'm just like, I can't. I need to finish sleeping through 4 o'clock. I don't know. I don't even mind getting up at like 5 or 5:30 if everybody's up, but it's that waking up at 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then I'm like, that's like the middle of the night to me. Come on, people, right? I mean, it's the middle of the night. So I don't know. I'm trying to get my sleep figured out. So I got myself a little tracker, and I just really got it for sleep. I think I might start using it to track my steps. I have my steps set pretty low right now, but maybe in June I'll start using it for step tracking. But right now I'm just using it for sleep tracking to try to figure out, yeah, that. But I already know it's like the vacation kind of sleep got me all messed up, and because I was actually doing really good for vacation sleep. I was like going to bed by like 10 or 11 and then we'd get up by like 7. Yeah, so my sleep was actually really good when we were on staycation. But afterwards, and everybody went back to work, and now my sleep's all crazy again, so I don't know. I don't get it. And my tortillas of choice right now are the Alamandre corn tortillas. There's another tortilla company that I want to start ordering from, but I haven't done that yet, so that will probably still be a few more weeks out before I try those tortillas, but these ones are fantastic. I love them. And they are 3 net carbs per tortilla. But yeah, I mean, I could make my own, but that's just more work. I do have the stuff to make my own. Maybe one of these days we'll get around to it. Get my eggs cracked in there. Oh, it almost squirted at me. I'm gonna go with 3 eggs today. I'm hungry. Start serving up here because the eggs are almost done. How are you supposed to have a quesadilla without cheese? Then it's just tortilla, right? Just a little sprinkle of cheese in that one. What?
Disney Plus seems to be the only thing that's not loading for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I started the TV and it seemed to be going okay.
YouTube was working just fine for me.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's Disney then that's having an issue. There's eggs and turkey bacon here. I'm going to cut this avocado open and just eat half of it.
What is that? Oh, quesadillas.
Yeah. See? It's really ripe if you want it. It's really nice and ripe. Yeah, I'm just making little quesadillas. If you want, you can do that too.
I would like a quesadilla.
Well, the tortilla, there's corn tortillas right here. You can open the flour ones. There's flour ones in there, and if you want to use flour, but here's the cheese. Just trying to get mine to get crispy here. Get them crispy. I'll turn that down a little bit though, because I think the pan's nice and hot now.
It's weird that this is in a separate bag.
That's still on, but on the back burner. I'll let it cool
Oh,
off
are
a minute.
you filming?
Yeah, but I can't edit stuff out. So you want this?
Sure. I don't know why I'm so hungry today. Do I need to spray this?
Only if you want it to. I mean, there's just kind of swirl the tortilla around. There's plenty of grease in there. Plenty of oil. Did you wave?
Yeah.
This is Riley.
Hi.
Do a little bit, yeah.
Oh, is this pepper jack?
It is pepper jack. Ooh, speaking of pepper jack, I want some more sriracha on my stuff. I want some sriracha on my eggs and beans. There's beans there if you want some beans.
Beans.
And here's the turkey bacon if you want to get the turkey bacon. And then after breakfast, I'm going to start on the birria.
What cut of meat are you using?
I'm going to use, actually, what kind of meat? I'm using a chuck roast and it's like a different kind of roast. It's a leaner cut of roast. So when I cook it, I'll put some beef tallow and some bacon grease in there, some bacon fat in there to like add more fat to it. Because you really want it to kind of cook in the fattiness. So you put beef tallow and bacon fat. And then that's what you dip the tortillas in to make the quesabirria tacos.
I thought you just used the broth.
You use the fat off the top of the broth
Oh.
to make the tacos. So, yeah. after I eat.
When did you take that off?
Just now.
I didn't even see you.
I'm sneaky. All right, here's the plate. And I'm gonna go eat. We're gonna get started with dinner because it's getting late. It's already noon. I need to get the meat going because I think it's got to cook for at least 3 hours. And I want to start frying tacos by 5. So it means it has to start bubbling by no later than 2 p.m., right? So, but really, if we can get it in the pot in the next 45 minutes to an hour, that'd be great. Thirsty though. My hydration has been terrible. And don't let this empty pitcher fool you. I filled it up yesterday. It just took me that long to get to that part, so. Gotta fill it up again, but. Oh. Actually, because my hydration has been so terrible, I have not been even like drinking my LMNT. Like the whole staycation, I think I had it like maybe a handful of times. And then in the last week, I think I've had it once. So back to drinking the LMNT every day. So I just do half a packet in my big tall 24-ounce cup because it's pretty potent. And I got the citrus flavor, which I like to think of as a lime flavor, even though it's not, it's citrus. In fact, I gotta be putting in another order here. Probably in the next week, I'm gonna order a whole slew of chocolate. Like, I think I'm gonna order 3 chocolates, because you know, like if you do a 4-pack, you get, it's like buy 3, get 1 free. So I think I'm gonna do 3 chocolates and a grapefruit, because I did get a sample of the grapefruit and it is so good. So I'm gonna buy a box of grapefruit flavored. Mix it in good, people. Mix it in good. Oh, so good. So good. So good. Whew, okay. Got that going. Okay, got a little pot of water. It's gonna get going on my stove. We're gonna start with the chilies because I wonder if I need a scissor. Let's grab one just in case. These gloves are a little on the tight side, but that's okay. There. The most important thing is that I don't touch the chilies with my bare hands. So I'm going to use a couple of these. Let's see. Ooh, we got dried pastillas. This must be what I used last time because it's cut open. These are, I don't know if I've tried these ones, Cascabel. Oh, here we go. For sure we're using the guajillos, and then, oh, I used the pastilla last time. So we're going to use guajillo, ancho, and some chile de árbol. I got some Molita chilies too. Maybe I should do 1? Let's mix it up. We're going to do 4 different kinds of chilies. Okay. So we're going to get them out. So, ooh, man, just opening the bag. That is a lot of spice in there. So I think we're going to do, I'm going to do 3 of these. Should we just do ancho or no, let's do, I don't know how much flavor we're going to get out of just doing 1 chili. So, I mean, if I make a lot of sauce though, I can always use it for another meat. Because I did that last time. I made a lot of sauce. And, yeah. I just ended up having a second, like, we ate all the beef out of it. And then I think I used chicken. Might have been pork, but I'm pretty sure it was chicken. And whatever it was delicious. I remember it was good the second time around. See, I haven't even opened these ones yet. So, last time, yeah, I used the pastilla chilies. This time we're going to use the, I got 4 guajillos. I'm going to do, whew, yeah. I wonder if I should just leave the árbol chilies out. So then we got a couple of anchos. Yeah, let's leave these ones make it like extra. These ones give it the spice, so they're not really like, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is, people. It's just, I just want to use all the chilies for all the things, right? Ooh, these chipotles are tiny. Look at how tiny they are. Like, they're so little. They're like babies. Okay, maybe we'll just use like 2 little chipotles. Oh man, they smell fantastic though. Oh my gosh. Let's just use 2 chipotles because they're super tiny. I didn't even realize how tiny they would be. And then we'll use 2 of the chili de árbol. I'm just use 2 of these because those are spicy. These are super spice right there. And we don't want to burn everyone's mouth off. Although my husband would love that. Whew. Oh, it's getting me in the nose. All right. This is my bag of chilies. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we gotta try to open these up and get the seeds out because the seeds make it super hot. Okay. Let's go get these in the boiling water, and I don't know, I'm gonna boil them for just like about 5 minutes until they get soft or whatever. So let's go do that. All right, the next step is we're gonna roast our tomatoes, onion, and garlic. Those on the side, right there. Onion. Spritz them with some avocado oil here. These are going to go in the broiler for, I don't know, like 5 to 10 minutes or until they're golden brown, until they're browned up. So these are probably nice and soft just about now, but we're going to let them just sit in here a little while those tomatoes roast up. I'm going to add all the chilies to the blender now. It's very smoky smelling from the chipotle peppers.
All right, baby, I gotta go.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
Bye. All right. Might need to get a little strainer just to pull all these out. I don't know. Whew. I have to strain this in stages. I mean, I might have to blend this in stages because I don't know that all this is gonna fit. Okay, seasonings. We are going to go down in history with some salt. And I'm just going to add a teaspoon of salt to this right now. Still waiting for the tomatoes and onions to be roasted. We're going to go in with a couple of bay leaves in here. Just do 2 in there. A little bit of ginger. I'm just going to do like a heaping half a teaspoon. We're gonna go in with a full. It says a half a tablespoon, but I'm just gonna go with a very heaping teaspoon. Now this is something it doesn't call for, but I'm gonna add anyways, and that's turmeric. I'm just gonna add a teaspoon. To do black pepper, so I'm gonna do like a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to do a tablespoon of oregano and probably, so we're going to do a tablespoon of oregano, right? tablespoon of oregano. We're gonna go in with a teaspoon of thyme. And this is, I wrote down somebody else's recipe, but I'm actually changing out some of the ingredients for things that I like. Like it says to use marjoram. I don't have marjoram, I'm using thyme. So, you know, like it says to use a couple other spices. I don't want to use them, but I wanted to use turmeric because, you know. Some ingredients. We're gonna go with a tablespoon of instant coffee. And I have instant espresso here, so that's what I'm gonna go with. I actually do have instant coffee downstairs in the pantry, but I'm not gonna open a whole thing of instant coffee just for a recipe that I have some instant espresso. So we're just gonna use that. And then, let's see where we at. We're getting to the delicious stuff now. Aha. We're gonna go with, I got the Abuelita brand Mexican chocolate. I'm gonna do about a half a block of that, about a half a cube of that. Half a circle, they come in circles. I'm gonna do about a half. And then we have pineapple vinegar that my husband made homemade. And we're gonna add that to, oh, I might need to, okay. But, let's see. Tomatoes and onion and all that is gonna go in here as well. Oh, here, look, I got the garlic. I pulled the garlic out early because it started to get, it was very golden brown. And you know, you don't wanna burn garlic because it just doesn't taste good. Doing a day in my life short video, so let's take a little video of that. Doo-doo-doo. We're gonna go here. And then here. All right, let's get these items in there. Where's the tongs? Gosh darn it, I keep putting them down. Ugh, my brain. Let's get these bad boys in here. Onion. This is getting very full. Kind of wish I had a bigger blender, but it is what it is. We'll just add as much as we can. Oh, I love roasted onion and tomatoes. So yum. Not trying to squeeze all the juice out, but about a half a cup. The last time I used that pineapple vinegar was the last time I made this. So maybe I won't need the broth because I've actually added some liquid. So there you go. Ready? We're gonna blend. Oh, maybe I should do a little film of the blending. Right? Why does my camera seem foggy? Well, let's taste it. All right. Oh, it's nice and spicy. Oh, we'll just try it right off the lid here. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Probably needs more salt, but I'm gonna wait until we like put everything back in it together and then we'll add some salt because, oh my gosh. That is sweet and smoky and tangy, all the things. So yeah, just a tiny bit more salt. But we'll wait until we add it all to the meat. So let's go over to the meat because we're gonna brown that up a little bit before we add the sauce and the water and all that. So I have bacon fat and beef tallow, and that's what we're gonna brown the meat up in. So a nice heaping spoonful. So it's probably about a tablespoon's worth. This is super hot. I already preheated the pot. And I already chunked up my meat and I salted it a little bit, which is why I want to be careful about how much salt I add. I'm going to definitely have to add salt to it because this is going to get diluted with water. We are just going to lay all these little pieces in here. Gonna brown it just a little bit on each side. Just adds a little extra flavor, right? So here I got all my beef all snuggled in here. And I'm just gonna brown these up. I know you didn't see me add the beef tallow yet, but I am going to add some beef tallow. And I hope I'm doing a good job documenting like all of my steps and ingredients, because I'm not gonna remember how I did this. So I'm gonna wanna have this recipe later, so just FYI, I will probably try to type this up and link it in the description, but I mean, seriously, just write it down as you go. If you're watching this, if you want to try this recipe, because I'm pretty dang sure this is going to be delish. Last time I made it, it was excellent, and I used seasonings that it wasn't even my favorite thing to use, and I still loved it. So now that I'm using all the seasonings that I love to use, I know this is just going to come out amazing. If I think about it, I should probably just like, you can make this sauce ahead of time and just stick it in the freezer. And then whenever you like get extra roasts or whatever and you have your sauce already made, you can throw it all together for like, this could be an easy like meal prep, make ahead, throw it in the freezer and it's ready to go when you're ready to use it. So I definitely need to do that. Or think about like maybe getting my husband to can it for me. That would be awesome. Cause yeah. All right, well, it's 1 o'clock and I want to get this thing going, so. I'm not sure how these reseal themselves, but it's weird. Okay, let's get some beef tallow in here. Oh my God, I can't even like break into it. It's so hard. Maybe I should have let this sit out a while. I wanted to put about a couple of tablespoons in, but man. And this is really good grass-fed, grass-finished beef tallow. So no bad stuff in here. All just deliciousness. Now the best part, we are going to pour the sauce in. Don't want to waste any of the sauce that we just worked so hard making. Going to also, I'm supposed to add some water to this. I'm going to add it in here first. Give it a little swishity swish. Okay. Oh, perfect. I guess I wasn't recording, but I splashed sauce all over me. I just put a couple of chunked up carrots in there, really just for flavoring. So I just cut them in half and stuck them in there. And then I put a couple more bay leaves in the sauce, covered it up, and we're gonna let this cook for probably about 2 hours, just simmering with the lid on. Let it cook for 2 hours. It's 1 o'clock. We'll check it around 3. We'll taste it, re-season it, and then we'll probably let it go for about another hour or so until I'm ready to start making the tacos. I'm gonna rest for a bit though, because then I do want to get that corn salad started. It shouldn't take long, but yeah, dang it, was not thinking. I should have had my peppers roasting in there while this is my brain today, people. This is my brain today. This is where we're at this week, cycle day 16. I think I'm already, yeah, this is what happens at this time of the month. My brain is just goes away. So now I have to roast peppers, so I think I might just stick those in the oven right now because I can sit down while those are roasting. I might have to go change my shirt, unfortunately, but it's fine. I don't know. We gotta roast peppers, we gotta roast corn, I gotta chop onion, I gotta wash dishes. Oh my God, I have so much to do. You know, I think I'm gonna just take like 30 and just sit down with my water and relax. Yeah, let's do that first. Okay, I will see you in a bit when I come back to do more Sunday cooking. which is like really loose right now for some reason. All right, friends, we are gonna give this a check. See, actually, let's get, before we check that, I got my peppers here. These are just poblanos. I am just going to give these a little roasty roast in the broiler. Hopefully they won't take too long. All right, let's check this for salt. Ooh, it's looking so good. Does need salt, for sure. For surezies, we need salt. Saba's looking good. I feel like I'll probably have leftover broth again. We'll let that salt melt in and we'll check it again in, I don't know, maybe another half an hour or so. See how the salt is. But until then, the lid goes back on. All right, I had to charge my battery, so I didn't get the whole setup and everything, but we got the tacos going and they are looking delicious. I honestly don't know how to make them small. I like made them super fat and stuffed. So I got so far 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I got 14 tortillas going here. So I'm gonna flip a couple of these. Push this one back. Because I gotta flip this one. I mean, you could do this in a regular pan on the stove, but having a griddle, or maybe even if you have a flat top, even better, like, because yeah, you could do multiple tacos at one time. But just dipping them in the fat and putting them on with the meat and the cheese, and I'm excited. Well, here we are. Okay, got the plate all done. Filming a short film video at the same time because I'm just like not good at like cropping, like editing from my big, yeah, I'm just not good at it. So I just do my phone at the same time. But let's give this a taste test. Let's start with the salad. That is excellent.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself with that corn salad. Ooh, these tacos are hot. Okay, let's first test it without the sauce. It's got the back end heat. Ooh. It's got that heat on the back side. Let's dip it in the sauce. Oh yeah, these are way better than the last ones. Well, I think I'm done for the day. I'm gonna get eating because, yeah, it's 10 to 6 right now. If I can finish this by 6:30, we can get the fasting started for tomorrow. So I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it and I love you so much. Bye! Alright, tacos.